Hello, folks. Welcome back to Air Academy News. I'm Ryan Lozano.
And I'm Adriana Gutierrez. We've got a great show today, including our very first Out and About and Culture Kitchen of the year, plus what's up with the mystery sickness going around the school. And we'll take a stroll with the J-ROTC and their Baton Death March Memorial.
So kick back and lock in. You're watching Air Academy News. How many miles did you walk this weekend? Air Academy J-ROTC hosted the annual Baton Death March, in which they walked from Air Academy High School to the B-52 Stratofortress, during which the J-ROTC students marched 12 miles over a duration of 6 hours. The march started at 6:30 a.m. and it ended at 12 p.m. About 100 students participated in the march, but how did this tradition start? In 1942, over 60,000 soldiers from the Americans and the Philippines were forced to march 70 miles to Baton, Philippines over the course of 8 days with minimal food or water. The American troops had to deal with the cruel, ruthless Japanese military. The Death March itself symbolizes the horrors of war, intense imperial Japanese military power, and more importantly, the indomitable human spirit. We do this march today in remembrance of those who died and had to deal with the torture during the war.
Have you ever walked through Lower D building at school and noticed a vibrant art wall? This stunning display showcases the creativity and talent of our student artists. Each piece tells a unique story, from colorful paintings to detailed sketches reflecting diverse styles and perspectives. The art wall isn't just decoration, it's a celebration of imagination and self-expression. It inspires many who pass by, reminding us of the power of art and to connect and uplift our community. Air Academy has many amazing things about it, and one is people's ability to find their passion. The art hallway isn't just a wall, it's a piece of Air Academy.
The sounds of hacking and coughing has almost become like background music in the halls of Air Academy. What started off with a few cases of whooping cough has turned into a nasty upper respiratory cold that's been affecting the staff and students to the point where they have to stay home. There are some basic ways to make staff and students less likely to attain pertussis, such as getting a healthy amount of sleep, at least 8 hours of it. Practice basic hand washing techniques. With all these basic germ controls, it can help your immune system fight more than just a nasty cold. But what are the best ways to prevent students and staff from getting this crud?
Do all the basics: sleep, eat, drink water. Try not to cough in anybody's face, stay home when you're sick, and then if you can, be vaccinated.
The fall play cast is just starting rehearsals, but already the reviews are glowing. The Air Academy Theater Department is preparing for a run of the play Radium Girls. Rehearsals began on the 29th, leading up to the play being performed on November 13th, 14th, and 15th at 7 p.m. The play is based on the movie Radium Girls, with the story being set in the 1910s through the 1920s, showing how radiation affected factory workers in the early 1900s. The theater students are encouraged to work hard on the play to get into the production, and people acting behind the scenes show up every day to help out with the play production. Even some students show up on Saturdays to help build sets. We don't want to spoil it too much, so get tickets for the play when November comes.
Hey upperclassmen, looking to find something after graduation? Well, you're in luck. During the first semester every year, colleges from around the country come to Air Academy to give students their pitch and let them know what their university is all about, giving students a chance to learn more about their new college prospects, as well as helping lower-income families get informed without having to travel. While the event is targeted at upperclassmen, all students are welcome to get a head start on their future. This is also a good chance to expand their horizons, determine their major, and gain new perspectives. This is a semester-long event held in the counseling office. To sign up, go to upcoming events in your Schoology page and fill out the Google form for the colleges you would like to see.
On October 1st, several of our cadets traveled to CU Boulder for J-Day, spending 7 hours immersed in the world of broadcast journalism. J-Day is an annual event where middle and high school journalism students tour the CU campus and attend breakout sessions across various buildings. These sessions offer hands-on learning experiences in camera work, writing, and on-air reporting. The students also gained insight into how the news industry operates and explored different careers with journalism. Throughout the day, they had the chance to connect with peers, professionals, and mentors from across the state.
I had a really fun time. I would say I learned a lot about leadership and improved my writing skills. And in general, it was just such a great learning opportunity.
One highlight of the day was hearing from Marshall Zellinger, a seasoned journalist with NBC who has spent 25 years in the news business. A CU Boulder graduate from the class of 2022, Zellinger began his career in Chico, California, and has since worked at 4 different news stations. Our broadcast journalism team attended J-Day to showcase their skills and dedication. They also entered competitions for their sports broadcast. While the Kadets didn't place this time, they returned inspired and more determined than ever to improve and compete next year.
Since you're a senior, what are your plans for next year?
Well, this weekend I just toured Penn State and I absolutely loved it, so I'm hoping to soon commit there and play soccer.
Awesome.
Next up on the chopping block, we have National Links, a segment highlighting national news and tying it back to Air Academy.
This week, we'll be talking about how students' jobs and travel are affected by the country's changing gas prices. Are rising gas prices affecting your commute to school or work? With the rising gas prices, cadets around the school are scrambling to get money for their gas tanks. The average gas price in America is around $3, but for a tank of gas, that adds up to about $35 to $45 per tank. But have gas prices really risen that much over the past few decades? At a first glance, it seems like they have. But when you consider inflation, the gas prices really haven't gone up that much. Now we have our Hot Take segment, a segment talking about controversial topics at Air Academy.
This week, we have a topic decades old, Air Academy's cooling and heating issues. Ben Blodgett is here with more. How are you, Ben?
Thanks, guys. Fall in Colorado can bring in some pretty extreme temperatures, and Air Academy is no stranger to trying to beat the heat. Has your afternoon English class turned into a trip to the sauna? With the new building on the horizon, it may be too late to fix now, but should something have been done about classroom temperatures a long time ago? Classrooms in A building where the sun shines through the windows and several classrooms in D building with poor ventilation can seem like ovens throughout the whole year. At other times in the school year, it can feel like you've been placed in a deep freezer. What initially seemed like an issue of comfort transformed into one of education when a UCLA study found that moderately high temperatures could prove detrimental to students' learning, impairing attention, focus, and memory. The new Air Academy campus, scheduled for construction in the next 3 years, means new, better cooling. Yet, if you aren't a freshman, you will spend the rest of your high school career at the mercy of an aging AC system. Maintaining the school's AC system is a process that requires work orders, needing multiple levels of approval, and operating equipment over 70 years old. For the building manager, doing this requires Buddha-level patience.
So what I do is I'll go into the rooms and I'll check the temperatures to make sure that it's out of range. That'd be either too cold or too hot. And then when I do that, I will go back to my office. I will put in a work order with the district. We have HVAC techs or heating, ventilation, and air conditioning techs that work with the district who are the professionals here. When I put that work order in with the district, it notifies these guys. These guys will then come on scene, get up on the roofs or in the rooms that they need to and look at these AC units to see what's going on with them.
Air Academy, originally constructed in 1959, was expanded from the 60s into the late 90s, making it a mix of modern buildings and older infrastructure. It features several models of air conditioning. This makes heating and cooling complex and inefficient to operate, something even teachers have noticed. Ms. Kelly has experienced firsthand the implications of an archaic air conditioning system.
Last year, I had the pleasure of being in this exact classroom and it feeling like it was probably about 97 to 99 degrees in here. We had to leave the classroom and go and commandeer the media center for 3 days.
The air conditioning situation at Air Academy has raised several questions about what should be done to keep students learning efficiently. While full-scale renovations would be financially irresponsible, considering the upcoming rebuild, many teachers have brought their own cooler systems. Yet, teachers have limited resources to fund and execute the cooling of their classrooms, not to mention that the portable units often generate noise, making it difficult to hear. Could a small district stipend allocated for maintaining optimal temperatures for students and staff alike help address the issue of Air Academy temperatures? That's it for Hot Takes this week. It's up to you to form your own take on this heated debate. Stick around after the break for all the Kadet sports action from the last week with Sophia Maddox.
Man, I freaking love Kadet tea.
I know, right? Same. I should name my first kid Kadet tea.
Every day, I'm out there, collecting the finest ingredients. Every day, I'm in the lab, perfecting my recipe.
Bypass the seed and go straight into production.
Every day, they disrespect me by calling it Kadet tea.
Hey man, can I have a drink of that KT? What are you talking about?
Welcome back. Now it's time for Club Spotlight, a segment where we highlight a club here at Air Academy. Mountain biking season is in full swing, so let's air up our tires, strap on our helmets, and take a ride down with our school's mountain bike club. This weekend on Club Spotlight, we are showcasing a club unlike any other. They tear up trails and enjoy the wilderness. It's Mountain Bike Club. This club is representing Air Academy High School as a whole, even though the sport isn't recognized by CHASA. This club isn't for the faint of heart. They go to competitions every other week and face harsh opponents. Our team has had 4 races so far and have won 3 out of the 4 races and placed second in the 1 race they didn't win. Practices are from 4:30 to 6:30 every Tuesday and Thursday and are led by Coach Larry DeWitt. We were able to have Larry DeWitt tell us about the club's history and what makes them the best.
I think there's about 95 teams in Colorado, and it's just a blast. I would encourage anybody to come out and do it. Everybody's included. Everybody can race. There isn't like you got to make the roster. Everybody has the opportunity to race if they want to.
The weather may be cooling down, but all the fall sports at Air Academy are heating up for playoff season.
My partner in crime and BFF, Sophia Maddox, is here to break it down for all of you. What's up, Sophia?
Thanks, Audrey. Now it's time for the section everybody loves, Kadet Sports TV. This week, our crew was hard at work and covered football, flag football, boys soccer, and softball. And we're showcasing our new athlete of the week. Our girls softball team has had some incredible wins and is coming up on playoffs. Let's see if they finish the regular season strong. The Kadet softball team, 4th in their league and absolutely crushing it this year, was carrying a 3-game winning streak when they faced off against Cheyenne Mountain on the 1st. The Cheyenne Redhawks scored 3 runs in the first inning, courtesy of a home run by Michaela Owen for her first homer of the season. There were a lot of errors on both sides as Maylee Hunt had an off hit, and the pitcher made an errant throw to first to allow her to reach. It was a wild game that had fans on the edge of the bleachers, as both sides put up run after run. Cheyenne Mountain ultimately came out on top with a 17-14 score. The Kadets fought hard and still have a few more games before their playoff season, where they will be one of the highest seeds in the league. And speaking of softball, senior Bailey Williams has been playing a huge part on the team, and she has been earning her spot as our Athlete of the Week throughout the season. Bailey is a great asset to the Air Academy softball team, on and off the field. As the varsity starting pitcher, Bailey has a total of 7 strikeouts this season, along with 7 home runs and a 4.37 ERA. She has become successful at every position on the field and is a very well-rounded student, with several AP and honors classes. She is a link crew officer and is involved with several in and out of school clubs. Softball may not have been her plan when she first entered high school, but she quickly got involved her sophomore year.
I didn't play my freshman year, so I came to Kadet softball as a sophomore, and there was obviously a lot of seniors that year. We had, I think, 9 seniors, and so stepping into it was like I wasn't sure if I was going to play, but I ended up starting.
Bailey had mentors during her early years that created a supportive team environment that drew her in even more. These mentors encouraged her to pitch for the first time junior year, putting her exactly where she thrived the most. After her mentors graduated, she grew even more as a teammate and stepped into the leadership role. By becoming such a dedicated student athlete, especially during her senior year, she has taken some of the pressure off of Coach Slayton and helped create both a supportive and competitive team environment.
But she's really taken on this season with so much fight and passion that it's really contagious to the other girls. So she's doing a phenomenal job.
Honestly, I love the role, being able to set the tone for the younger girls that are going to be here when you're not here, and just setting a positive example for the younger girls that aren't really sure what the Kadet way is. And I like being able to help the younger girls and be a good example for them on and off the field.
Bailey is undecided about what softball will bring for her after high school, but she is determined to make the most of this senior season. Her goal is to promote a team environment that the underclassmen will continue to grow even after she's gone. For Bailey, the support she experienced when she first started was what kept her motivated, and it's exactly what she's tried to promote herself. Her goal is for her teammates to continue the collaborative atmosphere well after she's gone, creating a team that girls of all ages would want to be a part of. Best of luck to Bailey and the softball team with their playoffs starting right around the corner, the week of the 13th. Speaking of playoffs, let's transition to a sport that's near and dear to my heart, the Kadet's flag football team that played in Kadet's Sports Live Game of the Week on the 2nd. We have officially completed all of our regular season games, hype and ready for a good playoff season. Thursday, October 2nd, the Kadet's girls flag football team faced off against the Vanguard School, and they came out swinging. The offense set the tone early with a touchdown on the first drive. They slowed down a bit during the rest of the first half, but immediately crushed it coming out of the locker room with an incredible punt return by Emma Matev. The Vanguard School defense had a long drive, picking up a few yards here and there, but the Kadets defense held strong all game. Vanguard scored their first points during the end of the fourth quarter, completing a pass to their star receiver, number 24. Our girls sealed the deal in the end, winning 33-6. With playoffs kicking off this week, the Kadets are in a great position to continue their impressive record. Kadets were looking to add on to their win count going into the game against Sierra at the end of September. Early in the game, Max Schlichter blocked a punt, giving the Kadets a safety, trying to make their lead more comfortable, as they were already up 9-0. Unfortunately, Schlichter fumbled on the goal line to give Sierra the ball during the second quarter. They didn't let that fumble stop them, though, as Maxwell Rodriguez took a punt return to the house to make the score 16-0 for the Kadets. Air Academy continued to have some unstoppable drives, winning the game with a score of 43-6. And apparently there's no rest for the weary, because the Kadets were back at it again next week, this time in their own K-Dome, as they took on Palmer Ridge High School. Ending the Kadets' winning streak, Palmer was putting up points till the last minute of the game, beating our Kadets 42-0. Proud of all of our Kadets who took home the W this past week. Make sure you keep a lookout on the Air Academy Student Media YouTube page for our last Kadet Sports Live this fall season, with the Air Academy boys soccer team facing off against our rivals, Cheyenne Mountain. After that, we won't be live streaming the playoff games, but check our page for weekly updates on how our Kadets are doing. During our holiday breaks, our crew will be taking a few weeks off before launching into the winter basketball season. That's Kadet Sports TV. Now it's time for a commercial break, but stay tuned for Leah Grassi with the weather of the week.
Hey Ryan, what are you working on?
My highlight reel.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Well, it's really starting to feel like fall, so what's the weather supposed to be like this week?
Well, we should toss to our own weather woman, Leah Grassi, to see what the forecast is like this week. How's it going, Leah?
Hey Kadets, I'm Leah Grossi here with your fall forecast. Starting off the week on Sunday, we're going to see some rain with around a 60 to 70% chance of rain. Moving on with the week, clouds are going to leave and we're going to see highs around in the mid 50s and lows in the 30s. This is the perfect week to go to the pumpkin patches, go on a fall hike, or even go to a haunted house. Have a good week, Kadets.
Out and About is a segment where we go to an Air Academy student's place of work and see what their job is like. This week, we'll be going to Josh and John's, a perfect place to get a refreshing dessert and see a friendly face.
Josh and John's is a long-standing hotspot for locals and tourists alike. Founded in 1986, the 5 locations sport the telltale logo of a snake wrapped around an ice cream cone. Fun fact, the logo is based on a true story, in which one of the brothers ordered an ice cream shake logo from an artist, but instead got an ice cream snake. Besides the unique history, Josh and John's is the perfect spot to hang out, grab a treat, and enjoy a stunning mountain view. But for Air Academy students, it's also a great place to work. Small businesses and stores are always on the lookout for new employees, and unfortunately for them, Josh and John's is cornering the market. So what's the scoop? Why do so many high schoolers choose to work here? Ford Farrell, an Air Academy junior, loves his job because he gets to hang out with his friends at the same time.
My favorite part is definitely like working with people I know and like always having somebody to goof around with.
Air Academy is dripping with so many different cultures and walks of life. Welcome to Culture Kitchen, where we invite one of your fellow classmates into the kitchen to show us how to make a dish and talk about their family's heritage.
Welcome to Culture Kitchen. I'm Ellery White and I'm here with Krista Santiago. What are you gonna make for us?
I'm gonna make a Mexican dish called picaditas.
That's awesome. What are some of the ingredients that you have?
So some of the ingredients I have is a dough. This is made out of corn flour and water. It is very simple, and this is the base of the dish. Of course, we have sour cream, and sometimes we'll use pig lard to be as like a fat in it. We also have this cheese called queso fresco. This cheese is a fresh cheese, very like not processed or aged, and very crumbly.
Okay.
We also have a salsa, homemade salsa. You can make it however you like, any salsa you like, and of course beans, because who doesn't love beans?
Okay, so Chris, while you're putting this together, can you tell me a little bit about the culture and like where it came from?
Yeah. So this is a Mexican dish. It is a staple among all of Mexico, so there's no real place of origin.
Okay.
It is traditionally a breakfast food.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And right now, I'm grabbing a ball of the dough and flattening it out. Okay. So the next step we would do is normally warm it up on a skillet. I already have some prepared.
Oh, awesome.
These. So they're called picaditas.
Right.
Because once you warm them up, you would pinch the sides.
Oh.
Which in Spanish is picar.
Okay. That's really interesting.
Yeah. So we can get to creating one.
So how is this dish like important to you and your family?
This dish is important to me because it's just so iconic for me.
Yeah.
It's not expensive to make. It's just sour cream, beans, cheese, and whatever.
Yeah.
So it's cheap, it's fast, and it's always been an iconic breakfast for me.
That's really cool.
So I'm putting sour cream on it right now.
Okay.
I'll put it out. Okay. The next step would be to put beans on it.
Okay. Did you make those beans yourself, or did you just buy them from anywhere?
You can make them yourself. Usually for breakfast, you don't have, a fresh pot of beans boiling or whatever. So it's very common to just use a can of beans.
Okay.
Mush it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about that salsa? Is it spicy at all?
This one is not. This one is more of a mild. Not totally mild, but not totally spicy.
Yeah.
But salsa is whatever you want it to be, really.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't think I could eat something spicy for breakfast. That would be hard.
Yeah.
Is it ever eaten for a different kind of meal or like just breakfast?
The way I know it, it is never eaten for anything else but breakfast.
Okay.
But I'm sure there are people who would eat it all the time.
Okay.
And I have this crumbly cheese.
Yeah.
Which I just crumble on top.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And that's it. And then I would just put this back on a skillet and warm it up a little more, make sure it gets warm.
Perfect. Do you have some we can try?
Yeah, I have some warming up right in here.
Awesome. Okay, let's dig in. I'm lactose intolerant. Can I still eat this?
Yeah. So I have some here that are made of the pig lard that I mentioned earlier.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Just like
and
grab
it. Should be fine. Yeah, you can just grab them.
Okay.
Usually, I like to fold them. You don't have to.
Okay. And you just like take a bite, like kind of a taco?
Yeah, kind of like a taco.
Oh my goodness, it's really good. I've had like the corn chips, but I've never had it in a tortilla.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for coming by, stopping by the Culture Kitchen. That's all we have.
Well, that's a wrap, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future goodness.
We'll have a Halloween episode coming up in a few weeks with the best Kadet costumes and some of the most haunted places at Air Academy High.
We'll see you then, and as always, Skodets!